Welcome back to the channel. If you've been following my channel, you've known that I've purchased the Mugen rep with the carbon fiber blade. Here are the brackets. I painted it about twice in a week's time. First time didn't turn out too well. It looked pretty runny. Second time runny as well, but I was like, you know what, screw it, just gonna throw paint on it and then see what we do after that. So there's about 3 coats of paint on it, and it was a little bit, you'll see a little video of it in a little bit here, but I did 3 coats of paint and then 2 coats of clear coat. I should have put more clear coat on it because, you know, the thought process was like, you know, at this point I'm just gonna throw some clear coat on it and then sand it down and cut and polish in. Hopefully it turns out good. As you can see, there's a little low spot there from the previous paint job, and I tried to sand out it wasn't run, and the paint just started coming off. So in the future I'll repaint it, but I won't repaint it now. The conditions outside is not optimal for painting. I just painted outside in the sun, in the forest, in the wind. This is how it looked like after the second paint job. First one I sanded everything down and then repainted again, but as you can see, there's that low spot, so I want to try to cover that up. There are some other spots like that needs a little bit touch up to cover up the white parts that are supposed to be painted black. So to do that, instead of like just setting up the paint gun again, it is a cheap the $15 purple air paint gun, and I will do a review and I will talk about that paint gun in the future. I don't know if it was just my inexperience. Obviously I'm doing this for the first time, so I don't know what the heck I'm doing, so it could be me, I have no idea. But here's the little airbrush kit I bought for about 60 bucks off Amazon. All the pieces in there look pretty quality. Like that little air hose looks pretty quality, like high quality, to be honest. You know, you got your little paint canisters there. I'll probably use the one that comes on the airbrush itself, because I don't think I'll be using that much paint. And also the thinking of getting this airbrush kit was because there are spots on the Integra that I do want to like spray over, but you know, they're like pretty small and I don't want to like, you know, tape up the whole car or like, you know, set up the air gun just to spray off these little spots. But this little airbrush, it looks pretty high quality too. I don't know what low quality is, but it looks and feels high quality to me. Nice and chrome. Here's the little AC adapter. Now that big black box up there on the upper left side there, that is the compressor, and it's, you know, at first I was like, I don't know if it will be powerful enough, but you know, you'll see later in the video. But here's the little instruction booklet. So, you know, while we're looking through the instruction booklet, I'll just talk about some other random stuff. So I bought this wing just to make the car look a little better, in my opinion, to make it look a little bit better. It does look pretty good with the stock spoiler, I'm not gonna lie. For some odd reason, this Integra looks pretty nice just the way it is, despite the paint and rock chips here and there, and some of the weather strippings and weather seals needs to be replaced. But that's all. I call that maintenance. I wouldn't really call it a project car. I guess the spoiler can be deemed a project, so it is maybe 10% a project car and 90% maintenance. If you've been following my channel, you will have seen that I have been doing a lot of work to this car, especially the front end and front end suspension, because happened to go down a rabbit hole and then started taking all these other parts off and just thinking, hey, I'll replace this, replace that. The car does have over 200,000 miles on it, so you know some joints are failing and it should be replaced anyways. But the thing is, like, when you actually look at them, they don't really need to be replaced, oddly enough. I'll make another video of that in the future. But here it is, the little airbrush kit, and I will be testing it right now. So here's the little compressor, everything's hooked up. The plug is plugged in with the little adapter. The air hose is plugged in as well. And here it is. Hit that little button to turn it on, and the colors will change from red to, in my compressor case, purple. And here I am testing out the air pressure. Now I was like, why is it not blowing a lot of air, and how come the compressor doesn't sound as loud as I would like it to sound? I just waste my money again, because a lot of times when purchasing tools to fix up the car or maintain the car, like I feel like I've just wasted some money, which I will talk about whenever this car is finished being maintained. I will talk about, we will make a video talking about certain stuff, that issues I've come across, and hiccups and whatnots. But I thought I wasted my money, but I took off the cap off the airbrush, and it does have pretty good power, so it does blow pretty good. I feel like it could pump up like a tire. I'm not sure. I think the max PSI is 55 or something like that, but it seems like it will do the job. But I don't know how it handles automotive paint. Gonna thin it down pretty good. Well, probably not. I'm just gonna I guess I think the ratio is 2-to-1. Maybe I'll do 3-to-1. I don't know. I have no idea, but I still have some paint left over, and so yeah, we'll try it out. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to your channel to see how things are coming along, and I appreciate you hit the like and subscribe.